Alright, just cut a bit here, funny meme here, poignant point to this video at the end, and done. Finally, I finished my character action video. Now that that's over with, I can finally go ahead and do something I've been meaning to do for about 3 years. Update my BIOS.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous.
I've heard horror stories, but how could it possibly go wrong? It'll be fine.
No, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait!
Welp, I'm back. After accidentally wiping my C drive by trying to do the dreaded BIOS update, having to buy a new motherboard, and losing my completely legal, non-cracked version of Adobe Suite, totally didn't have malware in it, I all but gave up on the idea of working on videos. And it wasn't just that. The world had burnt me out. Politics, social media, AI killing the environment and jobs. I found the modern era we currently live in to be exhausting, and our uncertain future to be a stressful topic. I didn't know if I wanted to try anymore. Until I had dinner with some friends recently. One of them expressed their disappointment in me for not keeping the channel alive and well. It was a tough thing to hear, but they were correct. I should have kept this going. So I'm back to talk about something I've sunk almost 100 hours into. Misery. No, this video is not directly about depression, but this game did catch my attention while doom scrolling on TikTok one day. I'm sure you're no stranger to friend slap games. Lethal Company, Repo, Peak, Forewarned, Dark Hours, Nuclear Nightmare, whatever the fuck Zort is. These are games that you can get on the cheap, so you and your buddies can enjoy some adventuring together without breaking the bank.
Swear to God, I'm gonna cut this fucking ghost balls off.
Now, I do not shame these games in the slightest. There is great fun to be had with these titles. Hell, this fucking video is about one of them. Released under Platypus Entertainment and published by Utopia. Ytopia? Misery is a post-apocalyptic co-op survival game where you and your friends adventure into a nuclear disaster zone. It's pretty much a multiplayer version of Stalker, but shh, don't let the devs hear that. They get mad if you say that.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
So what's the gimmick to this game? What makes it stand out from all the other survival games like Rust or Minecraft?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Minecraft!
Well, it's neat. Inside the bunker, the game gives you a flashlight, a workbench, a gas-powered generator, and an incinerator used to burn or create items. You go out and explore, as I explained before, yada yada yada, and then you hear the air raid siren go off. And you only have about a minute or two to make it back to your bunker with the supplies that you've gathered, or else you get blowed up and restart the loop with none of the cool stuff that you picked up. If you make it back to the bunker safely, the emission, as they call it, restarts, and when you go back out, the zone completely changes.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
This isn't a genre I normally dabble in, mainly because my friends are savages. It's all fun and games until your friend deletes your house and poops in all your chests. For some reason, though, this game has really hooked me in ways that others like it have not. Maybe it's the setting or the atmosphere, but I even loved playing this game solo, which I think says a lot. It's like living out an I Am Legend Stalker RP run. Trying to survive on your own, creating a cozy bunker space, can be just as engaging as goofing around with friends. There's a surprising amount of depth to the game for something that's so early, and built by a seemingly small team. You have 6 meters currently that you must pay attention to when surviving in the zone. Your health, stamina, hunger, thirst, radiation, and sanity. All the items you find throughout your time exploring are an essential component for surviving in the long term. You need food, you need clothing, weapons, gear to deal with radiation, fuel, little people, items to sell for money so you can buy gear like backpacks. Did I mention little people? You give them vodka. And they do what you want. The only items that seem unimportant for now are winter clothes, which the devs have spoken about incorporating soon. I'm guessing there's going to be a winter meter to pay attention to as well. The devs have spoken about incorporating it soon, but until then, you can just store them away until they are actually useful. The seasons do change throughout your playtime. There are a couple of environmental variations as well. One is an open field. You can find houses, small bunkers, anomalies, dwarf villages, beautiful flower fields with some great early game loot, and if you're lucky and have the right protective gear, satellite towers. These areas usually give you a lot of great stuff, guns, ammo, large backpacks, body armor, but can only be properly accessed if you have a hazmat suit that can withstand the radiation inside. In terms of danger, of course, there is also the Eastern European tracksuit gang. You can either avoid or fight them depending on what type of gear you currently have. They can either be a great threat or an absolute joke. You can hunt deer for food, find water or canned goods in the environment so you don't starve to death, and these areas in general are the best at showing you how the game works without automatically shooting your nuts off. Another environment is the apartment blocks. This place is a step up in terms of difficulty. It also gives you rarer loot if you look hard enough. This is when the game introduces monsters like zombies, rat wolves, and the twins. This is when the game tells you, we're gonna make you piss your pants now. I do have to credit the sound design of this game. Hearing the howls of the rat wolves in the distance, or the twins crying. These enemies not only sound and look scary, they're also tough to take down. The general ambiance is well done and immersive. Walking through all these bombed out locations and seeing the little bits of lore spread out on the map amplifies the eerie vibes. I recently saw 28 years later The Bone Zone, and having this post-apocalyptic world, no matter how small it is for now, really puts me back into the mind space of watching that film for the first time. Highly recommend both, by the way. If they don't make the third, I will be very upset. The last zone is the bunker. Now, the first time I walked through here, I was overcome with a feeling of dread. The silence after the bunker door closes behind you is absolutely deafening. I'm sure this place has an end, but I've never found it. The swirling, irradiated labyrinth feels to extend forever. You get the best loot inside, of course. Guns, ammo, radiation suits, large backpacks, and large containers so you can store all your cool loot. So far, there are just 2 enemies in this area. The Screamer, which, you guessed it, alerts most enemies in the bunker to your presence, and the Ghoul. Now this is when the game tells you, I'm going to shit your pants now. As you continue to explore, their growls echo through sections of the bunker. The ghouls are the only enemies alerted by loud noises, so the Asval is the best weapon to have in this area, since it has a silencer attached. If you use any other weapon, you risk alerting the whole bunker to your presence. The Screamers can be killed in a couple shots, but the ghouls are a different story. Each can take about a whole magazine to take down, so always make sure you bring plenty of ammo before heading into this nightmare. So you're probably wondering, why are you doing all this besides survival? Well, buddy, you got a quaft. If you have enough
dedicated wham.
There are different materials you can find throughout the emissions besides food and weapons. There's scrap, wood, electronics, plastic, glass, and
Money, please.
these will all help you get things going at your base. I mentioned earlier that you start with a crafting bench, and there are preset items you can create with this, such as windmills to power your base, pots to grow vegetables, walls to expand your bunker, and once you have enough components, you can build an advanced crafting bench. With this, you can build a safe, a chemical station to purify water, an ammo station so you can get more bullets,
Happy New Year, man. God.
solar panels for all you woke liberals out there, and the most powerful armor in the game. It feels very rewarding once you find enough materials for all these things.
Divorce.
And I'm looking forward to whatever the devs have planned for additional content down the line. With everything in my current base, I unironically yearn for something similar in real life. A cozy, safe spot of my own. As a darn millennial, I ain't got buying power for shit.
Me a money needing a lot now.
Maybe that's why these games are so successful currently. Oh no, what if all these games are a psyop so that we don't try and pursue the dream of owning a bunker in real life? Well, editing videos for the channel is my new dream now. Would you guys hate me if I created a Patreon? Hold on, okay. I'm really gonna sell it for you.
Hello there, it's me, Jesse the Body Ventura. And I just gotta say the Spellhouse channel is my favorite on YouTube. For $3 a month, I can show you how he structures scripts for his videos and what programs he uses for editing. For $5 a month, you'll get special Q&A sessions and access to his Discord. And for $10 or more, you'll get a producer credit at the end of every video. And that's the bottom line.
No, wait, that's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Excuse me.
Bunch of slap-jawed
With small donations, you can help my production value immensely. It'll also help me keep track, because when I'm working on content, I can't slack when your generosity is on the line. I don't want to disappoint you guys or myself. So again, I'd like to reiterate, thanks again for all your support, liking and subscribing, even if you don't contribute to the Patreon at all once it's active. I just want to say thanks for watching. See you next time.